I found a hidden diary in my grandmother's attic that revealed she was a spy during WWII. The last entry was addressed to me. When my grandmother passed away last month at 97, I inherited her Victorian home parent, the one where I'd spent countless summers as a child. Exclamation in the family knew Grandma Rose as a retired librarian who baked incredible pies and collected antique books. Choir proper and utterly predictable. While cleaning out her attic yesterday, I moved an old bookshelf and discovered a loose floorboard behind it. Underneath was a metal box containing a leather-bound diary, a small pistol, and several identity cards with my grandmother's photo, but different names pair, all dated 1943 to 1945. It took me 3 days to realize the code was based on our favorite childhood book, Pert the Secret Garden, and treason it as a cipher. I began translating her entries and my hands wouldn't stop shaking as the truth emerged. My sweet cookie-baking grandmother had been a spy for British intelligence during World War II. She wasn't stationed in London's library, as she'd always told us pair. She was behind enemy lines in occupied France, gathering intelligence on German military movements and helping downed elite pilots escape. The entries described close calls, midnight rendezvous, and the constant fear of discovery. She wrote about changing identities, memorizing cover stories, and the weight of knowing that one mistake meant death. Her handwriting remained steady even when describing moments where she nearly lost her life. One entry read, transmitted radio coordinates tonight. Had to abandon safe house with only 30 seconds notice. Left everything but this diary, hid it inside a hollowed-out copy of Dickens. The irony isn't lost on me. Parental librarian's best hiding place is still a book. Another. Met Jay today for document exchange. He didn't use correct recognition phrase. Walked away immediately. Later learned he was captured yesterday. They sent someone else wearing his clothes. Trust no one. The most shocking entry described how she seduced a German officer to photograph documents in his briefcase while he slept. My grandmother Pern, who once scolded me for wearing a skirt above the knee, Pern had used every tool at her disposal to help win the war. The final pages revealed why she'd kept her past hidden. After the war, she discovered one of her fellow agents had been assassinated in America. Paired her. Someone was hunting down former spies. She created a new identity as a librarian, moved to a small town, and buried her past to protect her future family. The very last entry, dated just 2 weeks before she died, wasn't in code. It was addressed to me by name. My dearest Emily, if you are reading this, I am gone, and you found what I carefully hid for decades. I always knew it would be you, Pert the curious one, the one who noticed everything. You found my first hiding spot when you were just 7, remember? Behind the loose brick in the garden wall where I kept emergency cash. I've watched you grow into a woman who sees the world as it truly is, not as others tell you it should be. That's why I am leaving you not just my home, but my truth. I was never just your pie-baking grandmother before your mother. I lived another life, Perrin, one of purpose and danger and consequence. I never regretted my choice to serve, only that I couldn't share this part of myself with those I loved most. Here is a safety deposit box at First National Bank. The key is taped beneath my jewelry box. What you find there will answer your remaining questions. Remember, darling, Pernton, ordinary women change the world every day. We just don't always sign our names to the work. All my love always, the grandmother you knew, and the woman you didn't. I sat on her attic floor until sunrise, surrounded by dust and secrets, wondering how many other ordinary women carried extraordinary pasts that died with them. Just today I visited the bank. What I found there made me realize my grandmother's story was far from over. If you want to know what was in the safety deposit box, share this video.